Andrew Tate goes around saying whatever he wants to with absolutely zero consequences from his fan base. Yeah, he got deplatformed and stuff, but his fans never ever turn their backs on the guy. Until now. In today's video, we'll talk about how Tate just dissed Eminem and how that kinda backfired. So make sure to stay until the end of the video to learn all about it. First up, Tate wants Eminem to shut up. Andrew Tate has a knack for staying in the headlines. Initially, he stayed in the news for saying extremely problematic things. Folks thought that he was sexist, racist, and just all in all a pretty shady, condescending dude. Then he got deplatformed. He wasn't allowed on any of the social media platforms, and that's what kept him in the headlines for a while. Once that hype died down, he suddenly became a Muslim. Then that started making the headlines. He gained a lot of fans as well from the religion. Videos of him praying with other Muslims circulated, and well, that added some more noise about the guy. And when everyone was starting to get used to his new religion, he dissed the GOAT of the music industry, Eminem. Now, Tate has this thing. He's always said problematic things, and everyone who hates the guy has brought those things up at almost every turn. But his loyal fan base has stuck with him through and through. This is the first time, however, that his own fans are now turning their backs on him for insulting one of the best rappers out there. Seriously, Tate might be big, he might be famous, and he might be rich, but he's no match for Slim Shady. Shady's been rapping since the 90s, and even his most recent album, which was released just 2 years ago, was a massive hit. So like, the two aren't really on the same level. And no matter how many Tate stans exist, let's not forget who literally invented the term stan. It seems like Andrew's made a massive mistake. Or was it just a ploy to make headlines again? Next up, Tate's no stranger to notoriety. So now we're all caught up, right? Basically, the deplatformed influencer has lashed out at the Lose Yourself rapper and has gotten pushback from his own audience. Controversy isn't really unknown to him now, is it? After all, he's extremely proud to call himself a sexist and a misogynist. Things got so bad that even Jake Paul decided not to be associated with the guy anymore. Now that's saying something. And to think that Tate's dad was a chess genius. Anyway, Andrew then changed his career from a kickboxer to an influencer, and his first stunt, the British version of Big Brother, was actually cancelled because of his racist and homophobic comments and a documented case of abuse. So notoriety is his bread and butter. That's literally how he stays famous and relevant. But this summer, it got to a point where it got just way too much. Consequently, he was banned from TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Then, as if things weren't already bad enough, YouTube suspended his channel for COVID-19 misinformation and hate speech. And then the guy deleted his Twitch. Why? We have no idea. Andrew was one of those people who were let back on Twitter after Elon Musk acquired the platform. Alright, so Tate's now in the company of Trump and Kanye, except Kanye was banned again. So now he's back at it, telling his 2.6 million followers that it's easy becoming a millionaire. He's also talking about why he's a Muslim and all that. You know, Tate stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. But then he made the biggest mistake of his life. He messed with someone you really shouldn't mess with. Up next, Tate and that Slim hate. The influencer wanted gifts from his fans, we guess, because he addressed his followers stating, "I want my share, so give me everything you have." Aight, man, whatever you say. Anyway, one of his disciples shared a video edit portraying Andrew as a macho man and some sort of hero. He captioned the video, "Rate my latest edit," with a fire and a 100 emoji. That edit was something, folks. It was a bunch of videos of Tate smoking, driving his Bugatti, working on his laptop, and just chilling. And the video was laid over Eminem's hit song Superman. Well, regardless of whatever music was used, the fan did work hard on that edit. But rather than appreciating it, he dismissed the gift. He wasn't happy with the choice of song, and the gift wasn't the only thing he dismissed. He dismissed M's legacy, because right under that video, Andrew replied, "Don't like Eminem. He's a crybaby. Haley, Haley, Haley." Bro, it's been like 30 years. Shut up. At the end of the day, folks, it just seems to be a good old trick of getting noticed. I mean, remember how relevant Machine Gun Kelly was when he was beefing it up with the old man? And even now, MGK's only relevant because he's dating Megan Fox. Otherwise, the dude himself is pretty forgettable. So it does make sense that he'd do this. It's a great publicity stunt. But if his business ideas are as original as this one, then we don't think we'll be seeing his followers on the Forbes list anytime soon. That's for sure. Moving on. Tate's not a fan. So he even implied that M's too old to be making music. And honestly, it just seemed like Tate would have really liked Eminem. But then again, Slim's music has been getting political lately, releasing songs such as Darkness, a piece about gun violence in the United States. Maybe it's just his new so-called woke version of Eminem that he doesn't like. Or most likely, as we already mentioned, he just did it for the headlines. Now for stans hate Tate. Well, folks, believe us when we tell you, Slim fans were not at all happy about the whole thing. Even Tate fans felt like they had enough of the guy. One user commented, "Bro, you lost my respect and all stans." Another user talked about how this was all kinda mad. He talked about the fact that Tate just dissed a man who had a life harder than his. He mentioned how Eminem grew up in the trailer and didn't have a dad who helped him become the top G. The user also mentioned that M's only ambition was to become the greatest rapper alive, something he managed to achieve quite easily. Then someone posted two pictures. One was a picture of Eminem's net worth of $650 million, million, and the other was Andrew's net worth of $350 million. Then this person captioned these pictures. Now who's the top G? But our favorite comment happens to be, boy, he is Eminem, not Lil Nas X. Get ready to backfire. One user called Eminem a top G instead of Tate. Ouch, that must have stung. The user also stated that he liked Tate until now, and that at least Eminem's a much more humble person. Someone even commented Rare Tate L, insinuating that this is one of the rare few moments that the former kickboxer messed up. Some fans claim that Tate will never ever reach the level of Eminem in terms of talent, and that Slim's the best of the best in his field, while Tate's just an influencer. What's more, the hate continued. Seriously, folks, M-stans really didn't let this go now, did they? For real, they went all out on the guy, because after his tweet, many of Top G's fans claimed that they idolized him, but they no longer like him because of his take on Eminem. And you'll have to scroll pretty darn deep to find maybe one or two folks who are siding with the self-proclaimed Top G in this whole thing. One user posted a meme that said, "And now you have officially carried it too far, buddy." Someone even claimed that this is where they draw the line and that Tate really shouldn't be disrespecting the GOAT. One person even talked about how they can't wait for Tate's diss from Eminem. And folks, we know this is what you've been thinking about all this time too. But don't worry, we'll get into it in a few. For now, let's talk a little bit more about how all these folks reacted. Now, we all know that Andrew takes pride in being called a man. He's constantly talking about masculinity and how men aren't really masculine anymore. This is exactly why this one comment from a user will probably sting a lot. He told Tate that you'll never be half the man Eminem is. Yikes. It's kind of funny to see that Tate has been canceled in the past for sexism, homophobia, and misogyny. He's even commented on Jada Smith, Robin Williams, Demi Lovato, and Kylie Jenner. But it's hating Eminem that brought the most amount of backlash. And this time, the backlash wasn't from folks who hate him already. No, it was from his fans. Finishing up, are we headed towards another kill shot? You folks know exactly what we're talking about. Remember when M released Kill Shot and dissed Machine Gun Kelly so hard that he just straight up left the rap genre? We remember. It was after MGK released Rap Devil, making fun of Eminem. But nope, Shady wasn't having any of it. Eminem spent most of that diss track making fun of MGK's success, or lack thereof. And he didn't hold back. And folks, based on the numbers, Eminem won that beef by a mile. It really didn't come as a surprise now, did it? The point is, folks, that if this really does end up getting Slim's attention, he's gonna absolutely destroy Andrew Tate with another awesome diss track. But we really don't think it's gonna happen. We mean, it'll be awesome if it does end up happening. Like, come on, we get another Eminem song after so long. But it won't. We don't think he's gonna want to associate himself with Tate. At the same time, if it does end up happening, Tate's gonna get what he wanted, wouldn't he? Being in an Eminem song means he's gonna be talked about for a long time. Just like MGK was talked about for a while after Kill Shot. We guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, that's a wrap for today's video. Do you folks really think Eminem's gonna make a diss song about Andrew Tate now? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like and make sure you're subscribed. Having said that, see you at the next one.